Some of the most beautiful things require a lot of effort. We woke up at 5:30 this morning so that we could break down camp and be at the meeting point by 7 o'clock. That way we could go explore some really cool stuff today. It looks like we're going to have a really nice, bright, sunny morning. It's pretty chilly around these parts in Murillo. At night it gets really cold. So it'll be a nice change to have a little bit of sun this morning. How many layers are you wearing right now?
3, 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. We arrived at our meeting place. We were a little bit early and our guides just arrived. There's snow up there. You can see that. We are all checked in. Here's our guide. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Jason.
Jason. Jason says it's about 6 to 7 hours for the whole day.
Yes.
I think we've arrived. Y es necesario para tener un guía. Guides are necessary. There are many trail splits and it traverses through private land.
Estamos acá.
This is where we are. And that's where we need to go. And that's how high we are. And it's cold.
Vamos a iniciar 3 senderos,
Okay.
3 ascensos fuertes y
Jason's explaining that we're going to start with 3 hard ascents. The rest we're just going to be traversing through. There are a lot of trails, so we're going to be sticking together. We're starting at 3850 meters and going up to 4050 meters approximately.
With all these different trails, I could definitely see why you would need a guide. Look at that view. What do you think of the view?
It's pretty amazing.
Babe?
Nice.
He just says it's nice. I think it's magnificent. First ascent of 3. How are you guys feeling about it?
Easy.
Fácil.
Yeah, fácil.
It wasn't too bad. But with the altitude, I'm definitely huffing and puffing.
This little guy was all too friendly and walked with us all the way up.
They do all the milking by hand here in Colombia still.
I couldn't miss an opportunity to try something I haven't tried before.
Podemos intentar. ¿Sí?
Yep, I milked a cow.
Ah.
So.
Muchas gracias. That's kind of cool. I got a lot of practice to do, but I'm not going to be like that anytime soon. This is the beginning of our second ascent.
It's not as deep as the Amazon.
That is true.
We are starting our 3rd ascent. Then we're going to hike down to the thermal baths. And then have lunch. These little planks of wood here, because the mud's pretty deep and slippery.
We learned some interesting facts about these frailejones plants.
Those get up to 15 feet tall. So these leaves right here, all the little hairs and stuff that you see on these leaves absorb all of the humidity in the air from up here and convert it into water, which goes down the trunk into the ground and then out to the sea, and then the cycle of water begins again. If you have an ear infection and stuff, or if you have too much water in your ear, put this in there and it'll dry it out.
The frailejon plant only grows 1 centimeter per year after the first 2 to 3 years, where it grows up to 16 centimeters. This plant is approximately 200 years old.
The thermal springs are right over here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way up. We're going to go all the way up to the lake and around. We're going to come back down. And then we're going to do the thermal Then we're gonna have lunch, and then we're gonna climb down. We're
Perfect.
heading down to the lake.
Debajo de ellos hay como especies de lagunas.
Ah,
Agua, mucha agua.
¿podemos tocarlo?
Sí, ellos son duros, acá nomás. ¿Vale? No pisarlos, sino solo con la mano.
These beds of bright green plants are covering special lake beds beneath. They're a protected species in the national park.
Oh, we have arrived at the lake.
Come on, you want to jump in?
No, it's probably a little cold. Put my toe in and get brain freeze.
It's that cold, huh?
This little lake bed over here is most likely being fed from this lake, the Lago de Corazon, underneath this little islet that we're on.
Some of the most beautiful things require a lot of effort.
It did take us about 6 hours to complete the day, but we saw some beautiful lake beds, some wonderful vistas, and we got to play in some sparkling clear water that wasn't nearly as warm as we thought it was going to be. Join us on our next adventure, and as always, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe.